So hey guys, welcome back. This is Viren Kumar. Today in this sessions, I am going to discuss about the developer edition of the Sonar Cube. So for the learning and the practice purposes, how we can download and how we can install the Sonar Cube developer editions. So as of now, I am going to give the brief about the two editions of the Sonar Cube. Okay, the one is the developer edition. So this developer edition is the free trial version for the 14 days. Okay, so I'll let you know how we can download this free trial version for the 14 days and how we can start and configure. And then second one was the community edition. So it was completely free in the open sources. So how to install the community editions, I have already given one video, so you can check on the descriptions for the video link. Okay, these community editions we used for the learning purpose, and this is always free and the open source. Okay, but this developer editions is the paid versions, so we need the license after the 14 days. Okay, now why we need the developer edition? So there are few features. We are working with the source code repository like Bitbucket, GitHub, Azure DevOps, and the GitLab. Arcube support these four tools for connecting with the source code management. Okay. So now, what is the features for this one? So the first feature is that it's automatically analyzing the branches. Okay. So let's suppose I am working with the GitHub, and on GitHub my project is there. So I have to commit and push the code to the GitHub. When I pull the request for the branches, so there could be the n number of the branches, master branch, sub branch. Okay, the employee each and every one has its own branches. So when any push or the pull request is done, then the SonarQube will do the analysis of the branches. Second one is it import the repository and provisional project from your DevOps platforms. Means whatever repositories are there in the GitHub, Bitbucket or Azure DevOps, okay, it will automatically import the repository and it will start the analysis. Automatically differentiate between the main branch and the pull request. So every project in the GitHub or the Bitbucket have the main branch. We call as the master branch, and then we have the pull request. So there are n number of the pull requests. Suppose in one team there are the 5 team members, and there is the one main branch, that is the master branch. Under the master branch there are the 5 team members, and those created the pull request. So suppose the 5 pull requests is ungenerated or created at the same time, so that time it will automatically differentiate between the pull request and the main branches, and it will start doing the analysis for this one. This analysis shows the new issues introduced by the pull request before merging with the target branch. So if you are aware of the GitHub, and if you know how to creating the pull request in the GitHub or in the Bitbucket, then you can understand this one. So when we create the pull request, it will go to the approver. So before approving with the target branch, that is our master branch, the SonarQube will do the analysis and it will give the results. Means the pull request is eligible to merge with the master branch or not, and it will show some aggregate quality gate. Okay, so when your pull request will come, the SonarQube will do the analysis and it will have some aggregated quality gate. Once this quality gate is passed, then your pull request is eligible to merge with the master branch. The developer edition support the 12 languages. Okay, Java, C, Objective C. So there are the 22 languages supported by the developer editions, but basically I am working with the Java, so it will support the Java language. So there are other languages, .NET, Python, PHP, it support by the developer editions. Now if you want to set the license, we can go to the administrations and the license manager page. Okay, so we can get the license for the developer editions. So basically developer editions we use to analyze the pull request before merging with the master branch. Okay, now I will show you that how we can download the developer editions and how we can install. And then I will show like if we will get some errors. Okay, when we are starting the SonarQube and it will stop suddenly. Okay, if we have already used the community editions and if your Java version is not set. So in that I will show you how to resolve these problems, errors in when you're starting the SonarCube server, and how you can start the developer editions, okay, completely. So in this video you can learn this one, and in the next video I will let you know that how we can integrate the developer editions with the GitHub or the Bitbucket. Okay, so complete integrations video I will uh, show you in the next video. Okay, and now you can visit this website and you can see the lots of uh, valuable information out there for the related to the SonarQube. Okay, and if you are looking for the developer editions, okay, so developer editions, we, as I said, that why we need the developer editions we required for the GitHub integrations, Bitbucket, Azure DevOps and GitLabs. Okay, so that means if you want to integrate with the source code repository, we can go to the developer editions and you come down and you can see the open sources routes editions for all use cases. Okay, so this is free and open source. Okay, you can use this community editions, and how to work and install the community editions, I have already uploaded one video, you can watch this playlist. Okay, now in this video we are going to install the developer editions, and why we need the developer editions I will let you know. Okay, so to download the developer editions, you can go there and you see the learn more. You can click on that. Here you will have the developer editions built for developers by developers. Okay. So, but it is available only for the free trial license, and it is only the 14 days free trial license. Okay. So you can enter all the information. So I am going to enter, and you can follow the same thing. We have downloaded the SonarCube developer edition. Okay, this is my zip file, and once you have the zip file in your hand, then you can just unzip this file. So I'm going to extract here. The download will take around 3 to 4 minutes, so you can wait for this one, and rest is depend on your network speed. So I have the developer folder, so I can go to this folder, and then we have the bin folder. In these bin folders, we can start the SonarQube server, the developer editions. But before that, we need some configurations that we have done also for the community edition version. So that is the you need to set up the wrapper.conf file. Okay, so the Java setup should be required. For that, what I can do, I can go to my community editions, and there I can copy the path of the Java version. Okay, and I will copy this one and then I can go to my developer editions conf. So you can update the Java version for here and save it. So you have to update the Java version, okay, the JDK 11 or any Java version which is applicable for this developer edition with the latest version. You can check with this one and you have to this version of the JDK, and after that you can set up in the repo.conf file and then you can save it. Okay. So once you have done this repo.conf file in the developer editions, that is my 9.1, then I can go to the bin, and in this bin folder, if you based on your operating system. So currently I am working with the Windows 10. So now I am going to start. So I will just double click and then the SonarQube will start. So this is the developer editions I am going to up and running, and make sure this is the free trial version for the 2 weeks. So when you're launching the SonarQube developer editions and after that you are getting this error, means your SonarQube is suddenly stopped and it is not launching on the default port number 9000, then in that case how to solve these problems? Okay, and this problem will come when you have already run the community editions on your systems. Okay, and after that if you're trying to run the developer editions, then definitely you will get this error. So this will error will come because of three reasons. The first is the your JDK path or the JDK version is not compatible with the latest version of the SonarQube server. Second thing is that when the port is already in use. Now how to check, because here you will not get any information in the logs what is the real error the SonarQube is stopped suddenly. Okay, so to check this one, so you can go to your developer editions. Okay, the folder is there and there you have the logs folder is there. Okay, under this logs folder you have the three txt files. So now to check the logs, particular logs and the error exactly, you can refer these two files. So first is the sonar.log. Okay, in that one, in the log file you will come to know and you will get the exact error why the SonarQube server is stopped suddenly. So when you are running this ones, it will get the connection or address not found and connection not available, like that you will get. Okay, and if you are getting that this error address is already in used, something error if you are getting, so how to solve this problem? So now after resolving the problems, I got this message sonar is up and running. So before that, if you are getting any address related, okay, the error and SonarQube is suddenly stopped, then how you can resolve these problems? So when you go to the address is already bind to the particular process. So for that, what you can do, you can go to your command prompt on the Windows section and you can launch this one as an administrator. Okay, so you can go to the command prompt and there you can launch as an administrator. Okay, and there you can type the command netstate-aon. Okay, it will give you all the port number those are used by the process, everything you will get. Okay, so if you are getting that 900090001, if the both the port number are already in the use, so for that what you have to do, you have to kill that process. Okay, because that port number is already used by the community edition of the SonarQube server. Now you want to launch the developer editions, so they want the free port number for this one. So you can take, you suppose you have the 9000 here. I have already deleted and killed the process so that you can't see this one. But suppose this one, this is what the developer edition. So this is the the process. Okay, so for the 9001 port, where the your Elasticsearch will open the running. Okay, you can take this PID. Now you have to terminate or kill this process. So you can go to the Windows, and there you can say the task kill PID and your port number slash app. I will give you this command in the description so you can follow from this one. So your process with the PID is already terminated. Okay, same thing you can do for the 9000. Okay, so for two PID you have to delete one for the 9001, second one is the 9000. Okay, these are the two port numbers. You can kill this process, and then when you launch your SonarCube server again, from there you can go to the bin, Windows and lib, sorry, bin and Windows, and the start sonar.batch file. Then your SonarCube server will start running. Okay, so when I deleted the process and again when I restarted, it was working fine. So what it will do, it will waiting for the Elasticsearch to be up and running. So your Elasticsearch will run on the 9001 port number. So it will try to connect with this port number. Okay, so it will take timeout, and finally it got the connection on the 9000 when the port is available. Okay, so it will keep checking the status, and finally it's got connected. Timeout connecting and connected, and then my process is up and running. Okay, when my Elasticsearch is up and running, then my SonarCube server will start and it's up and running. Okay, you will get the default administrator credentials are still being used. So what are the default administrator credentials? Admin. Okay, these are the default one. Okay, and so when you are seeing this SonarCube is up and running, you can go to the browser, and there you can type localhost 9001. Okay, so there you can access the SonarCube server. So this is your SonarCube server developer editions, and this is the home page for this one. So now how do you want to create your project? So there are all the SCM options. So you Azure DevOps, Bitbucket, GitHub, GitLab, and manually you want to create. Okay, and it will be the same, and the issues what we have in the developer editions as well as in the community editions, and the rules will be the same. Then quality profiles, you can check the quality profiles, quality gates. Okay, and the administrations. So and under the administrations you can get the lots of the information. So this is the video for how to download the developer editions for the 2 weeks free trial version if you want to learn it from the for your learning purpose. And then you need start the SonarCube server, and then you can access the SonarCube server. So in the next video, I will explain you how we can do the GitHub integration. So I have already done. So when I click on the GitHub, then it will navigate to the my GitHub branch. Okay, so this is the my GitHub branch. Okay, where I have the GitHub integrations, and this is the my GitHub project. This is my SonarCube project. This is my Maven default project for the test demo. Now these configurations I will let you know in the next video.